Back to WIS News Primetime. Tonight we introduce you to an upstate student whose journey through virtual education has got the attention of state leaders.
At just 16 years old, she's now on track to graduate with a diploma and an associate's degree from Greenville Technical College. And now she advocates for school choice and will soon address the 2025 South Carolina Capitol celebration.
She joins us tonight to tell us about her advocacy. Thank you so much for being here with us. So obviously a very accomplished student person at only 16 years old. Tell us a little bit about this achievement and what it means to you.
This achievement is just something that I was blessed with, really, because I had this opportunity. It wasn't much. I was just doing what I saw this path. My mom gave me this opportunity and she told me, she said, this is your options, this is what you have. And she's like, what do you want to do that best suits you? And I said, this is what I want to do. And I went on, and then I was offered the ability with the Charter Institute at Erskine Ambassadorship to really advocate on behalf of other students like myself and like my family.
All right, pretty incredible. A high achiever, to say the least. Already with a degree and an associate's degree at 16 years old?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. What's that workload like on a daily basis to be able to complete it that fast?
It's actually not as much as you may seem. It's just a lot about the time management, which is something I had to really learn. And I had a lot of help from outside sources and mentors as well. But it's really the time management, having that agenda down. It may seem like a lot of work, but I still make sure to have time for free time to really relax my brain and have time to go for those classes and give the best I can.
And now you are also spending your time being an advocate for other students like yourself. So what does that look like for you?
That kind of looks like, something I actually had the opportunity to do about 2 years ago. I got to go and advocate and speak to the CEO of Strike K-12, actually, and I got to speak on behalf of gifted students and just kind of like what the curriculum looks like for those gifted and talented students. So I have to really self-visualize, you know, what did I need and what can I do to best serve those students to give it to the best that they can.
Yeah, what have you enjoyed most about doing virtual school?
I really enjoyed the flexibility and the inclusivity, actually. It's just having that availability, because in the beginning I did softball and sports. I also participated in my local high school's robotics team. So having that flexibility to go out and do those things, and also having that one-on-one time with teachers where they really they tell you, like, this is what you're struggling with, this is how I can help you. And they actually have a lot of like, you can go on to classes at different times where it's just focused on help.
And you have an upcoming speech. You're going to be speaking at South Carolina's Capitol celebration. Tell us a little bit about that and what people can expect.
What they can kind of expect is what's going to happen next in my life, and just a little bit more about what my story is and how I intend to, as I graduate, continue to advocate on behalf of students even after high school, and just kind of what I want to inspire and what I want to leave behind, some lasting thoughts that I can leave them with.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, can you give us any bit of a sneak preview in terms of what might be next? I mean, you've already got an associate's degree. I can imagine higher education, perhaps?
Yes, higher education. I do hope to get my master's degree, but as I attend Converse University, which is where I will be going, I hope to double major in education and political science with a minor in American Sign Language.
That's incredible. And I know we're getting way ahead of the game now, but with that, what do you want to do career-wise? Do you have an idea?
I do have a small idea. I do hope, with my education background and things like that, I do hope to what would be my final step, so be, is to become South Carolina's State Superintendent of Education, and hope to continue advocating on behalf of students on a higher level.
Wow. All right. Well, you heard it here first. Hey, you never know. That's pretty high ambitions, but just incredible. When you talk to maybe somebody who's on the fence about something like this, and you know, maybe not necessarily totally sold quite yet, what would be your best pitch to give to somebody in terms of like a virtual school?
On behalf of virtual schools, something I like to slightly tell people about it is it really prepares you for this career, for going into a career. A lot of things are technology based, understanding time management, accountability for yourself as well. That's something that a virtual school really teaches you, and that's something you're going to need going into any career field, actually, depending on just matters. It's a variety of things that those skills are really going to teach you. You have certifications that can offer you. It's just it's another path for students that can go into it that really want to be more career-based, or maybe just want to learn academically at a higher rate.
Yeah, I think definitely giving that real life and real world experience.
Yes.
It seems like that is being taught in virtual school.
Yes.
Now, your experience with virtual school, how has that allowed you to help be an advocate for other students from your own perspective?
From my own perspective, with virtual schools, I get to see a variety of students from across the state, because it's not just one place. I can see somebody from Columbia, Low Country. They all have a variety of stories, and meeting with my fellow peers, I really get to learn about them and what they need. They can tell me and say, hey, this is kind of what I've noticed, and I say, wow, I really didn't know that, because it's not my own. And I like to advocate on behalf of all students across the state. So getting that input really just goes in the back of my mind on what I hope to accomplish someday in a higher field.
Wow, awesome. Congratulations again. Best of luck to you in the future. Something tells me we'll be seeing big things in the future as well.
Thank you.
You're such an inspiration. All right, well, let's go ahead and throw things over to Chief Meteorologist Adam Clark with a check of our forecast.